Here's a Woodward soundbite. Go.
Give me a moment of talking to somebody, going through this with Fauci or somebody who kind of it caused a pivot in your mind, because it's clear just from what's on the public record that you went through a pivot on this to, oh my God, the gravity is almost inexplicable and unexplainable.
Well, I think, Bob, really, to be honest with you,
sure, I want you to.
I wanted to always play it down. I still like playing it down.
Yes,
because I don't want to create a panic.
All right, so it's playing it down. Now, as an American, I got to tell you, I broke the story on January 23rd. On January 31st, Donald Trump stopped flights from China. A little bit later, he stopped flights from Europe to come in here. So I did the math here and said, yeah, this is bad. I, as an American, I wasn't deceived at all. Now, yes, he did say at Davos, oh, this isn't a big deal, and we're going to get it under control. That was a mistake. But playing it down has a lot of different meanings. He played it down, and I know this to be true, because he didn't want the stock market to tank, and it hasn't. So your retirement funds and all the institutional paper didn't get clobbered by COVID as it did in many other places. That's playing it down. It wasn't deceiving you. You'd have to be a moron not to know by St. Patrick's Day in March that this thing was a vicious contagion. It was 24/7 on every news station. But Trump says played it down because in his mind it means I didn't hype it. Okay. Now the left runs. Let me just give you a paragraph from my hometown newspaper, Newsday. Liberal newspaper, despises Trump. All right, they say, quote, Trump's explanation that he wanted to avoid creating a panic rings hollow. There's a difference between not wanting to instill fear and deliberately misleading people. To do so effectively takes leadership, and that takes honesty, a genuine understanding of the enormity of the trust the public has placed in you and a willingness to put their interests first. I don't feel misled. I knew it was bad. I don't think there's anything that the president ever said that mitigated that, other than we'll get it under control and all of that. And again, that was a mistake, being overly optimistic. So the left is pound, right? You saw it, you heard it. Trump's an idiot, and 60 Minutes on Sunday is going to be more of the same. But Fauci, Dr. Fauci, he comes up, nobody putting him on the air except Fox News, and says this, go.
But I didn't really see any discrepancies between what he told us and what we told him and what he ultimately came out publicly and said.
So did you get a sense that he was or wasn't playing this down?
No, I didn't. I didn't get any sense that he was distorting anything. I mean, in my discussions with him, they were always straightforward about the concerns that we had. We related that to him. And when he would go out, I'd hear him discussing the same sort of things. He would often say, we just got through with a briefing with the group from the task force, and would talk about it. So, no, it may have happened, but I have not seen that kind of distortion.
I didn't see it either. I follow this thing as close as anybody. I wasn't deceived. So Newsday was deceived. Trevor Noah was deceived. Colbert was deceived because they wanted to be. Not because it's true.
Bill O'Reilly is back on TV and only on The First. No Spin News, every weeknight at 8 p.m. Eastern, only on The First.